with really hard criminals.
Paul Reichoff and Gretchen Carlson are both out front. So, Gretchen, okay, actions speak a lot louder than words. Right? Especially with him, right? So, he may say something and he may do something else. Nonetheless, for him, those are words that he does not like to utter. They could have used a softer touch. He didn't like what he saw. Are they significant?
Yes. Somebody got to him. Presumably the polls are the first thing that got to him, because he's absolutely cratering in the polls on this issue. Independents, 71% say excessive force is how they view ICE right now. That is abominable for any Republican running for the midterms right now. So there's that. But the thing that I worry about is, after he seemed to have a little empathy for the situation in Minnesota and 2 U.S. citizens murdered, then last Friday night he was asked about it on the red carpet and he completely flipped again. So I'm worried now that these comments were from the last person who spoke to him before he went out to do this interview.
Yeah, when Homan went out and said, I'm going to pull back, and he said, no way.
Right, and so now I'm worried tomorrow that there'll be something different. But this is not necessarily that he's going to change the tactics with ICE. I think that this is him just expressing some empathy because he's hoping that he can get those people back on his side, who, by the way, the majority voted for him for this very issue, but he's mucked it up.
So Paul, Trump saying this, there's that ICE attorney context. This is kind of amazing, right? She's sent to Minnesota to be adjudicating these cases, and the judge is frustrated because they say ICE keeps ignoring court orders. And so she says to the judge, quote, sometimes I wish you would just hold me in contempt, Your Honor, so that I can have a full 24 hours of sleep. I work days and nights just because people are still in there. The system sucks. The job sucks. What do you say to that? I mean, one can laugh at that, and one can also say, it's pretty scary all this is falling apart like this.
I bet the job does suck. And I think what's happening is that more people inside of ICE and around the system are expressing their views and have a conscience. I've appealed to the 1/3 of ICE agents who are veterans to say, is this what you stand for? Are these the values that you feel like you're upholding? I mean, going back to Trump's comments, I think it's really important to remember, he called them domestic terrorists. Okay, ICE agents murdered them, and then the administration called them domestic terrorists and continue to try to ruin their character, say that somehow they deserved it or they were bad people. Here's the bottom line. Most Americans do not like ICE. They do not like no warrants. They don't like masks. They don't like badges. They don't like someone who had a right to carry a firearm being shot in the streets. He's hitting every base, but he's not changing his strategy. He's still all gas and no brakes and pushing deeper into Portland and Phoenix and Utah. He might be pulling back a bit in Minneapolis, but he's still pushing hard across the rest of the country.
As we say, focus on the actions and not just the words. Gretchen, I want to talk about something else today with both of you. The Washington Post. 1 in 3 employees laid off today. War zones. Okay, they cite losses. Now, Jeff Bezos, of course, has talked about this when he bought the Post, right? He said this wasn't about losing money. He wanted to figure out a business model, right? But that this was about morals and it was about democracy. Here he is, even in 2018.
It's like this is an important institution. It is the newspaper in the capital city of the most important country in the world. The Washington Post has an incredibly important role to play in this democracy. There's just no doubt in my mind about that.
So he says this, Gretchen. He's now worth $250 billion. Amazon throws $70 million at the Melania production that has $7 million. I mean, the point is they can take losses wherever they want to take losses. He can take losses, but not here.
Well, how things change from 2018. I mean, he now is presumably best friends with Donald Trump and did do this Melania wedding. I'm also going to remind you about the extravagant, ridiculous, over-the-top wedding that he had last year, where you had protesters in Venice who were protesting for the waste of money. So none of this looks good from a PR point of view. And by the way, let me just say to all of these journalists who have lost their jobs, my heart breaks for them tonight
so many
as well.
Incredible people.
And they see Bezos spending money like that, and now they're out of a job. So again, it is not a good PR look, and maybe Bezos has learned this from hanging out with Trump.
Spent last week at Fashion Week.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Washington Post motto was democracy dies in the dark. Well, they just darkened 1/3 of the Washington Post. They gutted one of the most esteemed and venerable media agencies in America. And Trump's on plan. Trump is continuing to attack and erode the Fourth Estate. He wants to crush the media. He wants to stop anyone that's in his way.